I'm Olivia Harris, the current Miss World Wales 2021, and you are watching the Pageant and PJs podcast.
Good evening, everyone. And PJ's episode 86. I'm beginning to lose count. We're going to hit 100, and then we can feel properly old. Speaking of old, I'm not going to say speaking of feeling old, but feeling old after a very long weekend for all of you. Special guest for today's episode is the newly crowned Miss World Wales 2021.
Hey.
Olivia Harris. Olivia, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Olivia, how did you find saying the Pageants and PJs podcast?
Oh, it's such a tongue twister.
You're not the only one who struggled with that. You did just fine. We'll talk about Miss Universe GB in a sec, but before we get to that, Olivia, congratulations, first off.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And secondly, has it sunk in yet?
I think it's starting to now. For like 2 weeks after, I just couldn't get my head around it, and you're just on cloud nine constantly. But I think I'm starting to get my head wrapped around it.
What were your first emotions or thoughts when? So hang on, in Miss World Wales, are you called out as the winner, or do they call out the first runner-up? Which way does it go?
They call out the second runner-up, then the first runner-up, and then they call out then the winner.
Right. Okay. So what were you thinking when they called out your name?
I think it was just shock. I was so like, I can't even describe the feeling. Like, you just can't believe it. And like everything happened so fast. It's unbelievable. It's such a surreal feeling to try and describe.
I remember taking the photos and your jaw like almost dropped to the floor. You were
honestly,
like, what?
My mum thought I was going to faint or something on the stage. She was like, I thought you were going to collapse. But I just couldn't believe it. I think Rachel had to push me forward to move a bit.
Oh.
Well, I'm glad to hear that it's starting to sink in. How long ago was it now? Was it 2 weeks ago? I can't keep track.
It was about a month now. I think it's been like a month, 5 weeks.
Mm.
Good God.
Okay.
I can't keep
track. Time-keeping skills.
There are so many things happening. I mean, Danielle, you would know this. And don't forget, like, I'm been hearing from overseas. So, for example, Miss South Africa was just on the weekend at the same time as Miss Universe Great Britain. Mm-hmm. It's all happening. Miss Universe Australia is announcing their winner today, but it's virtual. And it's just like, and Miss Grand Australia has decided last week they are going to send someone, but they haven't said who, and they held no competition. So I'm like all over the place going, everything is happening, including Olivia's, Miss World competition. The last 2 months of this year, given the last 2 years, remember COVID when nothing happened? The last 2 months, everything is happening. Everything except Miss International, which got cancelled. Speaking of manic, Olivia, how are all the preparations going for the International?
Well, they're well underway now. Like, usually you'd have a few months to like get prepared, but I've got 2 months. So it's just been trying to get with charities to do some work. I'm meeting with Women's Aid this week to get something sorted with them, get like a little project going or something. I've just been getting my dresses and doing loads of photo shoots with Danny. Like, we've been like manic, but it's just so much fun. So it's all going to be worth it.
In the gym as well.
In the gym.
Sports round.
Yeah, definitely. Get my bleep test some point.
Oh no, the beep test. Oh God. What level are you up to in the beep test?
Well, we literally just started. I'm on my 4th one tomorrow now, my 4th training session with the amazing Rio. So hopefully she's going to get me fit and ready.
But you're pretty fit and like quite athletical, like naturally, aren't you?
Yeah. So hopefully it won't take too long because we haven't got a lot of time.
Well, you're taking after Gabriella then. Gabriella's very, very sporty.
Yeah,
she's kind of the she's kind of the polar opposite of our lovely Emma Jenkins, who I don't know if you heard our podcast episode, but the sportiest thing Emma Jenkins ever did was wrestle her best friend. I can't remember when it was. I think it was at a karaoke bar, and she broke her best friend's ribs whilst wrestling her. That's it's not a joke. This was her proudest sporting moment. She broke her best friend's rib. So
you can just imagine Emma doing that, glam, like hair blowed out, a winged eyeliner on point, going.
I can picture the winged eyeliner. I can't picture Emma wrestling though for some reason.
Neither. She's so sweet.
After a couple of wines. Yeah.
Oh, well, we don't talk about what happens after the couple of wines.
What's wine? I don't know.
What's wine?
I don't know.
Yeah, what's alcohol?
I had Chloe running around at university again, still being like, I owe you a wine. Like, I'm doing it on purpose. I'm like purposely avoiding getting wine so that every time I see you, you say,
"Oh, hang on. You didn't let Chloe buy you the wine?"
I went up to speak to her, but she already had a gin.
Oh yeah. one of my friends' boyfriend, bless him, he knows, like, because she's a client of mine as well. I've taken some of her meltdowns, and he's like, I owe you a gin for dealing with her meltdowns. I was like, I would gladly accept him.
This is why I need to move to the UK. I deal with meltdowns all the time. I never get gins. I don't get gins. I should be owed like entire bottles and vats of gin at the moment.
You do.
So you haven't been able to get Danny that glass of wine yet, huh?
Not yet. Well, we're going to have a full week in France. I'll be getting you a wine on Monday. Get you another wine on Tuesday. And another wine on Wednesday.
God.
We'll be having bottles on Thursday.
I keep getting Craig David mixed up with Daniel Craig. It's not good. It's just like one is Cena, one is James
that would
Bond.
be a good bond. I think Daniel Craig David would be a good bond.
Have any of you ever had a Craig?
I don't know if Daniel Craig could rap though.
No.
Have any of you ever had a Craig David drink?
No? What's that?
No. So it's a shot of pineapple juice and a shot of tequila. And then you have a tiny sip of the pineapple juice, the entire shot of tequila, and then the remainder of the pineapple juice, and it blocks out the taste of tequila. I wouldn't know.
What's the point of tequila when everyone hates it so much that you have to have something else to cleanse the taste of it? That's what I don't understand, because tequila shots are famous for, having to have the lemon afterwards.
And salt.
Yeah, so what's the point of having a drink that wouldn't it be better to have something that you like the taste of?
It tastes good in a margarita.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Because you can't taste it.
No, you can, but it's tolerable in a margarita.
Hey, beautiful.
Here's a fellow Welsh blonde, Ellie Corcoran. Stephanie Francis has said, Edward has tuned in. ESPN, he said, and Stephanie has said, no, I love tequila, can shot it straight. You're Freya Taylor can do, I think it was tequila, because The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, I think came out. Did he come with his tequila brand? I remember Freya.
Yes.
She had it.
And she had it,
got it specially. So she loves tequila as well. But we weren't going to be talking about alcohol. Technically, maybe we shouldn't be talking about alcohol. So, Danny, why don't you catch us up with how's photography going? We had Miss Universe GB, and you took I don't know how many photos.
Yeah,
she's amazing at it.
Oh, thanks, guys. Well, the pressure was definitely on for Miss Universe GB. in true Danny style, when we were shooting the group picture, I forgot one of my lenses. So I had to call Jordan, my knight in shining armor, as always. You know, Olivia, you know that I broke a lens at Miss Wales.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
I thought we weren't allowed to talk about that.
Yeah. The person that I rented for is not on my Facebook, so it's fine. And also, I did replace the part that I broke, so it's fine.
We didn't break anything at Miss Wales. We didn't break anything.
We didn't
okay,
break
let's
anything.
just.
What did you
Yeah,
break?
it's fine.
Nothing broken.
A leg.
I forgot a lens, and Jordan, bless him, dropped off the lens. It turned out I didn't need that lens in the end. I hadn't told him that. He probably heard that, and he's probably really annoyed now. But we got the shot. We went for something slightly different this year. In previous years, Miss Universe GB have historically had a bikini photo call. And it's usually for like a hotel pool, and it's all the girls in their swimsuits, and that's kind of what they've always kind of done. This year we kind of shook it up a little bit. We did more of a kind of a stylized shoot. Obviously, we took advantage of the fact that we were at Miskin Manor, which is absolutely stunning. It's a dream to shoot because it's so rich in British culture. So we had the girls wear their opening round dresses, were actually really nice. When Paula first showed me them, I was not too sure, I will be honest. I was like, oh, okay, they're different. But actually, in person, they were really lovely on. They were sparkly. They had a bit of a Gatsby vibe to it, which went quite nice with the decor.
Yeah.
So we had everyone all on different levels, got the shot. I was stressed about that, I'm not going to lie, because there's a lot of pressure, because that is the first image that gets shared throughout the internet. And to know that I had the pressure of taking that was quite, quite a stressful situation. But we got the shot. It was good. And then obviously we had the ball. Had a great time at the ball. The ball this time round, in comparison to Miss Wales, was a lot easier for me. At Miss Wales, I felt like I was snapping all night. Like I was in that corner with the backdrop.
You were, yeah.
Literally,
you were just following everyone around with your camera.
Literally, I probably took like 12,000 images that night. But this time around, there wasn't like an allocated area to take pictures at, so I kind of just enjoyed myself and just snapped every now and then. Because the backdrops are actually on the dance floor, so you don't want to be walking up to the dance floor to have a photo taken. So everyone just had a good time, really. And then the day off, it was chill. You know what? I knew what to expect this time round at Miss Wales. It was completely new territory. But this time round, I kind of knew what I was doing. I had a little bit more confidence in myself this time round. But it doesn't go without a meltdown, because there was a slight meltdown. I kept my cool. Basically, I have 3 very large memory cards that hold a lot of photos. I couldn't find one, and I filled up 2 cards. I'm so thankful there were so many intervals at Miss Universe GB, because during the interval, I was having to delete certain photos where the lighting was off, like when people were blinked or when people were turned, or, you know, ones that people wouldn't want to post. Do you know what I mean? So I did have to go through and make a few culls on the dodgy pictures in order for me to have pictures for shooting the top 5, because I got card full message as they were announcing top 5. So as you can imagine,
that's not
I
a
was
good
like,
time
no!
to be running. The only time worse is when they're about to announce the winner, and then it says card 4. You're like, oh my god, kill me!
No, kill me now, kill me now. And then thank goodness there was. I was very like frugal with my shots. I made sure they were good ones with good lighting, and you know, so I was a bit more careful. And then during that interval, I had to like delete a load, and I had plenty of space. We got the shot. We've got great images sorted. It was a stressful period. If anyone was looking back at the theatre at me, I would have been like there. Like I think the guy that bought me the gin, he came over to me again and was. I think he offered me another one because I think I knocked it back because I needed it, and he came over to me and I was like, I'm really sorry. Just please do not disturb me. I'm having a breakdown. I will talk to you after the show. And I was just there like, delete. Yeah. So that
This
was
is
my
because you
story.
because you forgot or you couldn't find one of your memory
I
cards,
couldn't
right?
find one of my memory cards. I must not
Have
have
you
brought
found
it with
one now?
me, but I filled up 228 gigs.
8 gigabytes.
Yeah. So
That's
there's a
big.
lot of photos, and I had 2 of them completely full.
That's
a lot of
crazy.
photos.
But I shoot
That's-
in RAW and large.
Oh, yes.
So these are the
That
ones
backs
that
up
you
even
can
more.
put on a billboard and it will be crisp. So that's why the files are quite large.
Okay. So, Olivia, would you like to be put up on a billboard?
Definitely. I'd love to
We
see
can
my
stick
face
you on
on
a
a
billboard
billboard.
We need to find
If
you
you-
a billboard in Cardiff to pop you on.
Yes, we do.
If we put Olivia up on a billboard, there'd have to be a caption underneath. So, Olivia, what would you like the caption on your billboard to read?
Oh my gosh, that's such a hard question. Oh,
It's going to say Olivia Harris, Miss Wales 2021, and then underneath it has to have some sort of caption or slogan. So, what would you like to put there?
girls just want to have fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's Cindy.
Love it. Classic.
Let me share my screen here. So, Olivia, I'm going to get you to talk us through. We've mentioned this already, but talk us through what was going through your mind at this moment. I can't find a video, but I can find this. So, there you go.
oh,
I think I was just feeling so grateful, to be honest, at that point. I just couldn't believe it. I just felt so, I don't know, it's hard to put words on it, but I think I just felt so grateful that they chose me. Out of all the girls, they chose me, and I felt so grateful for that. And I think in that moment I realized this is like life-changing.
What do you think what do you think the judges saw in you? I mean, they must have seen something, otherwise you wouldn't have won. So did they see something in you that maybe you didn't see in yourself?
I just went there and I just thought, I'm just going to be myself. When I started it, I thought, I had this thing in my idea. If I don't enjoy everything, every opportunity that they give me, then I'm not going to want to do it again. And my main focus was just to have fun and have a good time and make friends and just be myself whilst I was there. Otherwise, I wouldn't want to do it again. So my main focus was just trying to enjoy it. And I realized, I knew it was like my first pageant. So I was like, if I don't enjoy this, I'm not going to want to do it ever again. And I didn't want to do that. So I think I just had fun and just was myself.
I love that. I really, really love that you went in your first time, you had fun, and you won for being you.
Thank you.
You won for enjoying it. And you look beautiful, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's weird for me anyway, because during COVID, so many reigns were extended. And Olivia, I don't know how long you were signed up to do Miss Wales for, but it wouldn't be uncommon for 2.5 years. Yeah. Obviously, with Gabriella in the background, she had that title for 2.5 years. I think she aged 3 years because of the date changes. And it's weird to me to see finally some titles are shifting on. We have a new Miss Wales, so for Olivia. A new Miss Universe GB. Danielle is still waiting to compete, bless her. We sometimes forget Danielle actually has an international competition around
I've
the corner.
never forgotten.
Chloe's like, I don't forget.
She also doesn't
I actually
forget the
messaged her to be like, did you get any inspiration from the weekend?
Yeah, you did.
And Danny's like, I've had this organized for so long.
I was like, there's no more inspiration that I need. I think know what's happening.
She's even brought her like fluffy bed socks and everything packed for America.
Yep. Everything down to a T.
Your toothpaste and everything will probably be out of date by the time you get there, but yeah, you've got it.
The problem is now, because obviously I've had outfits for over a year for this now. Some of them I've now worn because I knew that they, like, for example, Nadine Marabi is definitely having a moment right now. And I bought this Nadine Marabi white jumpsuit, which I knew someone in the pageant industry would buy. And if someone had worn it before me and I'd saved it for Galaxy, I would have been so angry because it wasn't a cheap jumpsuit, it was like almost, I think it's like a £400 jumpsuit. Do you know what I mean? When you're spending that kind of money on an
Yeah.
outfit, you damn well want to be the first to wear it, because I was on a waiting list for 9 months for that damn thing. And when it finally arrived,
A
I was like,
jumpsuit.
yeah.
There's a 9-month waiting list for a jumpsuit.
There was a waiting list for this jumpsuit because I think they made a small batch and it did really well. It came in different colours.
Right.
It comes in black, it comes in red, but the white, because Nadine Marabi do a lot of bridal stuff, because it's kind of a bit more premium high end high street. It's kind of like mid, not quite designer-ish. They sell out because it's special occasion wear. So it appeals to a lot of the brides. So anything that comes in white, it flies out because you want to feel special on your hen do. Yeah, I had to be on a waiting list to get it. And it's so funny. I can see loads of people selling this white jumpsuit now, because obviously people have had their hen do's or had their rehearsal dinners in their white jumpsuit. And now they're selling off for like half price. And I'm like, I paid full price for mine, and I was on a waiting list for 9 months. But I had to wear it because I knew someone would wear it. And I think some other people in the pageant industry do actually now have that jumpsuit. So I'm glad that I wore it when I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Nadine Marabi, or I'm not too sure if I pronounced it correctly, but did you guys see Misha Grimes's mum at Miss Universe Great Britain? She looked beautiful. I just kept going up to her being like, I love your jumpsuit. You look amazing. Like, I'm just praying to the heavens that that's what I look like when I grow up.
She is
she's a queen. She is a queen.
She is. Her Instagram is fire.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't see her.
She had the most beautiful jumpsuit. She rocked it.
Did it have like fluff?
Yeah.
I think I've seen her actually.
Yeah.
I think I did.
She has a YouTube, like obviously Misha Grimes is
her Instagram.
Former pageant girl, then very successful YouTuber and influencer, and her mum created a YouTube channel called Nifty After 50, and she is so stylish and fabulous, and she's
on point.
Kasha is goals. I love her. I actually spoke to her today because she's got a ragdoll kitten. Her, like, they've got and I was like, oh my god, like he looks like the same, or is she? I don't know, but it looks like the same age as my two. So I was like, did you get them from South Wales? Because they might be from the same litter. Turns out they're not, but we have similar looking kittens.
Yeah,
they're probably days apart as well, which is crazy.
So is your jumpsuit kind of like hers then, similar?
I've worn it already. I wore it for Miss International. So it's the the one that's kind of like got the cups in it, fitted, flared at the bottom, sparkly.
Beautiful.
Is it long sleeved?
No, it's not. It's not the Bella one.
I think I'm on about another one. Oh right, okay.
Yeah, it's not the one that everyone has, basically.
Yeah, because I've seen a few girls with the sparkly ones with the long
like the
sleeve.
lace-looking one with the bell. That's the Bella, and that everyone's worn that. So when this one came out, I had to get it. It's called the Hayley.
She's fabulous.
It's amazing. I just kept saying to her, I need that jumpsuit. You're just so glamorous. Yeah. She needs to do a pageant.
She needs
Asha,
to
if you're watching this,
one.
Do pageant.
You can literally see Chloe's comment right to the right of it, Quincy. There's Evangeline who's nifty after 50, hey? Well, we can all hope that we can look that glamorous when we hit 50.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
We need to get her back into the pageant game. Enter into Galaxy, someone. Misha, get your mum in.
The idea of a white jumpsuit, though, I don't think white is the best color to wear when there's a party involved. I say this as having had a fully white suit. Everyone, like, you spend the whole night petrified someone's going to drop their drink on you or drop food on you, so you can't eat, you can't sit down, you can't do anything when you have a white. Like, it looks great for 5 minutes, and then you get something on it, and the whole world ends.
But that's the power of wearing white, because when someone steps into a room wearing white, they look untouchable. So white is actually quite a powerful colour to walk into a room wearing because everyone's scared of you.
Maybe I
Scared to come near you. Scared to talk to you. Scared to touch
throw
you.
my white suit out because it just got to that point where it was too dirty. So maybe I'll have another one made up and I can just turn up to the next pageant in a completely white suit. What color shirt should I wear, Danny? Are we talking a white shirt with the white suit as well? Is it all white?
No.
Maybe a bit of
too much
pink.
John Travolta vibes.
Pink.
Maybe a bit of pink.
Baby blue.
Ooh.
Baby blue and white.
Maybe like that reminds me of Zac Efron at the end of High School Musical 2 when he comes out and sings every day.
Okay, well, I won't complain if I look like Zac Efron. So you guys want to look like Asher Grimes when you get to 50. I wouldn't mind looking like Zac Efron right now. Okay, so baby blue or pink. I've never had the courage to wear anything pink. I've seen a lot. My best friend has a pink shirt. It looks okay on him. He's very dark skinned. I don't know if I'd have the courage to wear bright pink.
Just don't wear it when you're sunburnt. The amount of guys that take a pink shirt on holiday and you're like, oh, you look like one color.
Patrick Star.
Yeah.
You guys, as soon as any of you guys see the sun, you all turn into lobsters. So I mean, I don't tend to.
I do.
Darker. It actually was funny because when I had Emma over here, who won obviously just Miss Universe GB, she was so proud of her tan, like so proud of it. And then we were shooting a live together right here, and like I had turned really dark because I tanned and sat next to me. She looked like a ghost. She spent the entire live insisting that she was darker than she looked and that she promised that she was tanned. I'm like, that's so fun. Anyway, let me just go back to the. Okay, so Erica said, sounds amazing. I've seen some of the photos, Danny. They are great.
Oh, thank you, Erica.
She's also said to Olivia, oh, wow, was your first pageant. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you manage that, Olivia? First pageant and you won. You're setting the bar pretty high for yourself here.
I think it's just to go in and be yourself. And that's all you can do. And you know what you've done and you know what you're supporting and you know what you're in. So I think that's all you can do. You just got to be yourself.
I think a lot of girls get in their own head and they build the pressure up. Whereas you were literally, you had nothing to lose. You were just there having a good time. I never forget it. Just before you went your interview, you turned into a chatty Kathy. And you were literally, it was like,
weird vomit.
and you was like, oh, I'm so nervous. I was like, they are going to love you because you were just cracking jokes. You were having a good time. You were nervous, but you were also like having fun with it still. Yeah. You know, you weren't sitting there being like, oh my God. You were like, oh my God, this is going to happen. But what about this? What about that? And you were talking to girls. I was like, oh, wow, she is excited for her interview. And you came out and you were like, it's fine, guys.
It's not that bad.
People in the world, they are so nice. You're gonna have such a good time. I had such a good talk with them.
Oh, and I think as well, it's not about being perfect. Like I tripped on stage. I walked into the door on the way out of the interview as well. So it's not about being perfect. I did. Walked into the wrong door on the way out. So I think it's that thing. You just gotta laugh it off and like keep moving.
Yeah, absolutely.
I tripped on stage on my final walk. I was walking back. I was like, ooh, and I just like, no, just turn around and smile. It's fine.
I think we've got a new Emma now.
I was going to say, is this a Welsh thing? That all you guys, it's a sense of humor thing, is it? Like under pressure, you become just chatty.
Why do you think I moved here? The people are the best.
Oh, Danny.
I
thought you moved there because Jordan was there, not for the people. I thought you moved there for the...
I really got a thing for Welshmen. And the reason is because everyone here is just so lovely and warm and friendly. Stark different to Londoners, that's for sure.
Says the Londoner. Olivia, have you heard Danielle do her Welsh accent?
I actually haven't. I don't think.
Did you not hear me like probably taking the mic while I'm down there sometimes?
Probably.
I just do it all the
You're gonna
time.
have to do it again now.
I have like my phrase. I voice noted Emma. Was it yesterday?
Is it the one where you can't stop eating ham?
Oh, that's the Essex accent.
That's Gavin and Stacey.
As Kevin is saying,
Go on, Daniel.
I basically was, my saying is absolutely beautiful. Oh my God, Olivia, you look stunning tonight.
You sound
Can
like
you tell
Emma.
me your favourite part of this evening? What's your best memory of your time at Miss Wales?
Oh my!
Look
You
at her
sound
look
like
at his face.
Emma.
Amazing.
You literally sound like Emma. That's insane. Oh my God!
Emma's gonna think that I'm like stalking her. I'm a
No,
creep,
you-
but I
You
think
sound
once
like
I've got
Yeah.
someone's accent down,
Yeah.
yeah.
You can just do it. Oh my gosh.
Well, we had Emma Jenkins on the podcast, and I made Daniel do that to Emma, and Emma actually was quite impressed. But I'm just thinking now, is there like voice recognition software? Like, can we use Emma Jenkins' title and name to get something? Because Danielle could just phone up and pretend to be Miss Universe GB, and then maybe you could get into a fancy restaurant or a fancy bar, because you sound like Emma.
I mean, she's got loads of followers. I'm sure if I like called up brands, pretending to be Emma, I'm like, hello, my name's Emma Jenkins. I have got 20,000 followers. And that was awful. I'm so sorry, Emma. I'm so sorry. But please give us a little something.
That's
Ship it to your
actually
address.
crazy.
I love a freebie.
That's so crazy. I can't do any
This
accents,
is-
I don't think. I can't do anything like that.
Well, Gabriella was able to do a Scottish accent. She said that was the only one that she could do. It was good. It was very weird to hear Gabriella speaking with a Scottish accent. She said, "My name's Gabriella Dukes and I'm from Scotland." And I'm like, what? That's just like the brain doesn't work. Emma did her she did an Australian accent. She only said one word. She said no. But she also did Queen's English, and that was very weird as well. Hearing you guys doing accents. So yeah, there you go, Olivia. That's Daniel's special talent, apart from photography and styling, pretending to be Emma Jenkins.
I'm going to put that in my Instagram bio.
Yeah, I think you should.
You want to put that up there with the bio that I wrote you for your birthday, the caption that I put underneath your birthday post, the tooth chipping.
Yeah, the long one, self-incriminating.
Yeah,
Adrian's going to put speaks fluent Derry in his bio.
Brilliant.
What's the crack? I just remember Upper Tree and Rosemount and Wee Buns, but I haven't quite figured out when. Like, I can't find a good time to use those phrases. So, and then we're sucking diesel now, boys. I got to work on my accent.
Diesel.
Yeah, Olivia now has no idea what we're talking about, which is hilarious. You guys are so
I'm just
sucking
sorry,
diesel. Do you know what wee buns means, Olivia? If someone from Derry said it's wee buns, what do you think that means?
I don't. It's wee buns.
It's wee buns.
It's no bother.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it?
Means it was easy.
Oh
Yeah.
right, okay, I was close.
What do you think we're sucking diesel now, boys, means?
You drinking?
No.
No.
Not quite. Go on, Chloe.
We're like ready to go, isn't it? Isn't that what it means? Like,
Chloe
Ready to
doesn't
go.
know. What was the what did Upper Tree and Rosemount mean? Did we ever find out what that meant?
I don't know. The Justine not say no.
No, I don't think you
I
can
know
just
where Rosemount is, and I've heard the phrase, but I don't know what it means.
It was so funny having Justine on. Daniel didn't make the episode, so it was just
out.
Chloe and Justine,
She's
who's
so
also
funny.
from Derry. And the funniest part, though, was you should have seen what happened to Chloe. Chloe, as soon as Justine came on, she went full Derry. And when I say full Derry, it was like, aye. I'm like, Chloe, what are you saying aye? Like, what's going on? And she just became someone else. She said aye and started using all these Derry saying, like, me ma, me pa. Like,
me ma, me dad.
Yeah, me mama. And I'm like, oh, God. It was funny.
Fine.
Tao, bio.
Where's I'm sorry if this is very stigma but where's Mrs. Brown's Boys based?
I think it's like Dublin.
Is that Dublin? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just trying to like pick up on like the language that comes from that.
So, Olivia, can you do any accents? Do you want to give one a go?
Oh. I'll try
It's
to give
okay, you can have-
Australian a go. I'm not very
Okay. Oh,
good,
this is
and sometimes my
okay.
accents like blend together when I try and do them, and they sound like a load of accents all together.
Go on then.
Right.
Give us your best, Ozzy.
Tommy Kangaroo Bouncer.
That was a little bit Australian American.
Crikey.
Crikey. Crikey.
Can someone please do an Australian accent which doesn't involve sounding like your Crocodile Dundee or from Bondi Rescue?
You know,
Why does
There's a
everyone-
shark in the water.
It's just a shark in the water. Yeah, if you want to do an Australian accent and not go full crocodile, crikey, throw a shrimp on the barbie, mate. Because I don't know anyone. I've lived in Australia my entire life. I don't know anyone who actually says that.
Bump into
and we
someone.
don't call it shrimp.
Crikey.
We call it prawns. Like I don't understand.
Where's your Sheila?
It's true. Oh God. Again, but Australians are famous for two things. One is question talking, which is where you go up at the end of every sentence, and it makes it sound really uncertain. Yeah. And so you actually need to train it out of the pageant girls, because whenever they're in an interview, it sounds like they're really unconfident. So that's what they're famous for, question talking, and then not being able to say the syllable ER, like Chloe said. So water. They don't say water, it's water.
Nah.
Water. All those ERs, so water, liver, all those sorts of words. Yeah, I'm thinking of Australia. I'm thinking about the conditions of our livers. So there you go. Let me just. Elizabeth here about Misha has said she and Misha both need to come back and compete.
Yeah,
Misha hasn't competed since she had her title, has she? That was
when she was Miss Teen Galaxy.
That was it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Elizabeth has said, my dad has pink trousers, and in all honesty, he rocks them.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. He sounds like a legend.
Does he play golf? Does he play golf, Elizabeth? I don't. Robin Williams said about golf, it's the only sport where you can dress up like a pimp and get away with it. So maybe I can get the pink. I hate golf though. You could rock baby pink. I don't know. I don't know about that.
I think you could.
Based on what? You both are like nodding in agreement. What are you basing the baby pink on?
I think you could do like do jeans, a white shirt, and then like a baby pink blazer.
Like white jeans, yeah.
No, not white jeans on Adrian. Not the skinny fit white jeans.
Oh, no.
Looking like he's on Love Island.
Can we imagine Adrian on Love Island?
Oh no.
Blue jeans, white shirt, pink blazer, suit jacket. I think
I'm sorry, cool. I stopped listening when you said Love Island. I was just about to vomit.
Right, crikey, we have Adrian here.
Do you
Love Island, Australia.
Do you know Rachel Everin over here in Australia?
Yeah,
she blew up on TikTok, like all of you. If you're on TikTok, yeah. And then she announced she was on Love Island. I'm like, oh no. And they did a promo. Like I love Rachel to death. They made her do a promo where she's in a bikini looking amazing. She turns to the camera and go, would I steal your man? Like, I don't know, probably. And I'm like, oh, Rachel, that's so... I've not seen a single episode of Love Island, but I saw someone doing a reaction to Love Island, and it was so funny. It was so funny. There was this guy who became infamous for saying he liked to lick someone's toes.
Jake.
Okay,
Love Island. I know.
Like, what on earth? Like, even if you did, why are you saying this on TV? It's just, oh, God.
Because it's
so
good
now
TV,
he's become like a
why.
meme.
He was in celebrity soccer that me and Gabs went to a few weeks ago.
Was he eyeing up your toes?
I don't think so. I hope not.
He was like, oh, have you got some sweaty toes from playing football?
Oh,
need a foot massage.
Okay. Oh, moving right. Oh, jeez.
It's awkward.
do you guys have all three of you gotten the weird DMs from people talking about feet? Because this is like a weird thing on social media. Because Amber Sydney here, who was our Miss International and when competed overseas, I think she came third runner up. I made socks for her, like on the merchandise store. She wanted these custom socks, so I did them up, and she was going to get them, but then the postage to Australia was astronomical. She didn't, but she was going to post up, but talking about socks and her feet, and then she said, "No, I decided not to do that because she didn't want to attract all the weird attention about those things." So I don't know what's going on there, but look, whatever works for Jake. If that's his name, I don't know. But if that works for Jake, then
I just don't get it. I really don't get it.
Yeah, let's just move on. Elizabeth has said Welsh people are honestly the best. Oh, there you go. Nope, no further from the truth. He's a farmer, typical country. Oh, okay. The pink trousers.
Oh.
Okay.
Is he Irish?
Stacey. Elizabeth, are we talking Irish here? Stacey. Oh, Stacey, I need to send you the link to book in for our chat. Cheers from Miami. Yeah, let's not talk about feet anymore.
Yeah, I wish I was in Miami.
Elizabeth has said, as someone with a YouTube channel and the type of content I make, the foot thing. Let's just stop talking about feet before we get the wrong sort of crowd in. I blame Olivia. Is Jake, like, is he a normal person when you speak to him? Please tell me he's normal.
They were all like really nice, the celebrities. They're quite down to earth people. So they were all lovely and sweet. But halfway through the match, like, all the kids decided to run on the pitch because usually you do like a
Sorry.
Did you miss me?
Oh, he's back.
What are you guys laughing at? What are you laughing at? What happened to my face?
Nothing.
You have to watch it back.
Oh, dear. Oh dear. All right. Okay. So, Chloe, you okay there? I'm afraid to look back. It always frees at the most unflattering moments.
It's not you.
Why do I not believe you as you sit there giggling? It's not the first time. Chloe, what out of all the times you've lost it or said inappropriate things on this podcast, what has been the one that stuck most in your mind?
No,
was it the squidgy balls? Was it the squidgy balls, the big jugs?
Before
Olivia, Chloe has a knack of accidentally saying inappropriate things.
No.
Just give us some context.
The squidgy balls, I was talking about frozen yogurts. Do you know the ones that you get on the frozen yogurts? You get them in the frozen yogurt store. So there's like context behind it. And the big jugs were Weatherspoons when you get the big jugs.
Like the pictures.
Yeah.
I know what you're on about.
So I have not said anything inappropriate. I've been twisted. It's kind of like in Love Island when the editors like make them out to be villains. This is what this man does to me.
We had that episode with the Danielle Allura, and as soon as I say that, I want to start doing this because we spent an entire very inappropriate speaking with an Italian accent. Yeah, those two episodes, the one with Danielle and the one with Freya, when we were talking about the bim bom girl, that was just do you know the bim bom girl?
No, what is it?
The one with Kiara.
Go on,
the one with Kiara was
explain
Shrek.
The bing bom girl.
You guys explain the bim bom girl because you're better at explaining it than I am.
Go on, Chloe.
It was really cute. There was this little girl, and it was whenever the Big Ben was getting renovated. And
I know what you're on about.
Yeah, it was so cute.
Know now.
Like, I'll be Big Ben while it's getting renovated, and then her little video went viral. She was so cute.
Yeah, I know. I seen that online. I think she went on the news, didn't she?
She did.
Yeah.
Oh, bless her.
she's not going to regret that at all in 10 years' time, right? When someone
When she's at university or like in the
she's gonna be
workplace and someone Googles
forever
it.
known as, you're the bim bom girl, bim bom, bim bom. It was, yeah, we've had some moments on this podcast. Stacey has said, come to Miami. Would love to have you.
Let's go.
Can I come too?
On me.
The more the merrier. Is it?
Well,
Is it
you're
beginning
going
to
to Puerto
chill
Rico.
over?
I know.
That's gonna be nice.
5 weeks now. Got
You might have
can
to
going
be-
then.
Can you fly direct? Does Paula sort out your flights? Are you going to Miami then?
We're not too sure yet. She hasn't. I think she's sorting it out this week because we've had to put through for like visas and all different things now because of COVID. There's so much in place, so we've had to go. Yeah, so we've had to go all through that. So I think she's going to look at booking them this week now.
Well,
Love
if you want to
Puerto
stop
Rico.
over in Miami, you can always see our good friend Stacey.
Might have to pop in and say hi.
Oh, Stacey, if you want to interview a Miss World Wales, there you go. We've hooked you up. Can you guys from the UK travel overseas now? Like what's happening with that?
Yeah.
It's opening up now, isn't it?
A lot of places are off the red list now as well. I think
Is
they're
it
trying to
November that USA?
Yeah.
November USA opens up again, so we can fly to America from November onwards. I'm not sure of the exact date, but it will be fine for you to fly to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
But they've done away with the traffic light system now. I believe it's just a red list,
Red light,
green list,
green light.
red light.
I thought it was the Nando's chili scale. Was it a traffic light system?
Yeah, you had like Nando's chili. We had traffic lights.
Hold on, why did they have a
I'm
Nando's
so
chili?
confused.
Yeah.
Wasn't
They
there
had,
like
like,
some
more
Nando's chili with like
subsections.
green, yellow, orange, red, and then like green was okay, and as it went down the chili or up the chili, I don't know. Never been to Nando's. It got worse. So everyone in the UK was talking about the Nando's chili scale, and I'm like, what on earth are you guys got to understand?
Yeah,
like I wake up, see all these posts about Nando's chili. I'm like, what on earth are you guys talking about? I get very confused.
I'm confused.
Adrian refuses to go to Nando's. When he was over, I tried taking him there. And he wouldn't.
Why?
He hates that we call it a cheeky Nando's. He's like, what makes it cheeky? And he just doesn't want anything to do with Nando's.
Really?
So
I love
the Nando's chili grade is triggering.
I love Nando's.
We all love a cheeky Nando's.
Yeah, it's just simple. It's easy. There's one like everywhere.
You know how people want trigger warnings for like things? I need a trigger warning, Danny. Next time you're going to talk about, I knew you were going to say the word cheeky. It's the trigger warning is about cheeky. It's not about Nando's. It's about that damn word cheeky.
But it has to be cheeky. It makes it more entertaining then. It's like a cheeky Nando's with the lads. Like it's just like, we have to say.
Lads.
Oh, I don't know what's worse, talking about cheeky Nando's or talking about feet. It's really like a close contest. Elizabeth has said, nope, Cumbrian born and bred. Oh, we've had Miss Cumbria. Oh, yeah, Danielle's first runner-up, who she headbutted. So
by accident.
Olivia, did you headbutt your first runner-up when your name was called out as a winner?
No, because she wasn't holding hands. She wasn't holding hands with them. They do it different in Wales. They
tries to explain this one away.
Basically, I was holding hands because they do it similar to like how they do it at Miss Universe, where it's the first like two girls holding hands. So me and Claire BB were holding hands, and when you don't want them to call your name because they call the first runner up. So I was there being like, don't say my name, don't say my name. And when they didn't say my name, I then knew that I'd won, and then I felt I got weak. And you know, some girls, they like drop to the floor. I didn't want to be that girl because I always think the photo looks like you are relieving yourself on the stage. So I didn't want to be that girl. And so I felt my legs getting weak, but I didn't want to drop down to the floor. So I kind of pulled myself back up again. And then because I went down, like Claire grabbed me and had like her chin on my head and was like, well done. And then I dropped and then I come back up and I knocked her in the chin accidentally. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And like grabbed her face and we were grabbing each other's face. And I was like, I'm so sorry. She's like, it's fine. Well done. Well done. So there's a cute picture of us holding each other's faces. But I'm apologizing for headbutting her in that moment.
Oh, that makes sense.
There was a lot that happened in that moment.
It's such a blur though, isn't it? It's such a blur. Like you just like
you don't know what to do with yourself.
No.
Because I walked forward. I had so much love in me to give at the time.
Yeah.
I remember
And Adrian was
that,
like,
yeah.
why are you blowing kisses to everyone? I was just like, because I had a lot of love to share with everyone. I was on cloud 9.
No, I didn't say anything about you blowing kisses. Apparently what people were watching me filming you though. That was the thing. They were looking at me for some sort of reaction.
And wait for your reaction.
And I had no reaction. What? Yeah. I can be that emoji. No, because I was trying to get a proper, a live video so that you can use it for content later on.
And everyone was like,
obviously, yeah, and there people tag me in videos of me. I'm like, why on earth are you videoing me when they just called out the winner? Video her, but they were videoing me to get my reaction to.
I video like when it's down to like the top 2. When whoever wins their family, I tend to film the family because it's nice to send the reaction to the girl.
Yeah. Okay, so I get that.
With Catherine Decker when she won UK's national team. I filmed her mum. Her mum was like bawling her eyes out, and it was so adorable. Aww. It was like such a precious moment, and like that, it never gets filmed. The girl gets filmed, but the reaction to the family never does. So I filmed her mum and I sent it to her. And apparently I made her cry.
Aww.
Good job, Daniel, making people cry. You have to be careful with that shot when you pan to the audience, though, because if someone has, let's say, not the best reaction, it can be very, very awkward. And I've seen this happen where they announce the winner and someone looks disappointed or not excited, and it sticks out like a sore thumb, especially you guys in the UK, because when someone wins, everyone is manic, like everyone's on their feet. And if you're the one sat down or you're the one looking disappointed, it really sticks out. Yeah, there've been some awkward little clips. Let me just run through these comments quickly before we wrap up.
The same with the girls in the background as well. Like if you're competing in the pageant, you come back onto the stage. First of all, you should definitely come back onto the stage, because I've known girls that haven't made the top 5 and refuse to come back out on the stage to see who wins, because obviously they didn't make place the top 5. So that's salty in the first place. But when you do come back on stage and the girl is crowned, you've got to be mindful that you are going to be in those photos. Even if you're at the back, we can see all of you. So if your reaction isn't great, everyone's going to see that, and everyone's going to just see you as a salty loser. So just be happy, smile and clap and congratulate the winner. You just got to be happy for the winner, and just put your feelings aside and how much you want it aside, and just be happy for that girl in the moment, because you're going to be able to read it on your face. And then if you're upset, go and have a cry in your room afterwards, get it all out afterwards. Don't have it on stage.
Yeah. Danielle, have you seen the photo of Maria? You must have seen it when Vanessa won Miss World.
That picture is iconic. I want that picture framed and put in my dressing room. I'm not in it, but I just love the photo.
I think Marissa wants to try to get that. So, Olivia, I interviewed Marissa Butler, who's the current Miss Earth USA, but she also was Miss World America the year, I think it was 2018, Danielle, when Vanessa won.
Yeah.
I think it was 2018. Yeah. And they had just announced Vanessa had won. And you see Marissa in the background. She's holding hands with, I think it's Venezuela and someone else, Peru or someone. And you can see like Marissa is screaming with happiness. And that photo is now sort of immortal, not because of Vanessa's reaction, but because of Marissa in the background.
You got Vanessa going like.
Yeah. But Marissa's like,
I just won, and Marissa's going.
Yeah, like Marissa looks like she's one. If you look at the two, and that's what you want. That's how you know when the right in inverted commas person has won. When you can see the people, when the girls are happy for the winner, I think that's a really, really big sign. So yeah, absolutely. You want to look happy
Yeah.
and be grateful for being there.
Sorry.
Stacey has said, Adrian, your face was epic. Okay, I'm not going to go back and look at it. I can only imagine. This is for Olivia. Stacey has said she has 2 extra bedrooms. Originally, we were going to have Danny at my place for Miss Universe. So if you're going to Miami, you can drop Stacey a message. Ariana has said, hey, gorgeous people. Hello, Ariana.
Hey.
Hi.
And Stephanie has said, me waiting for Danny to tell me off for crying on stage, but mine were happy tears.
Yes,
Aww.
good tears. It was happy tears. Happy tears is fine. Salty tears, not so good.
Mm-hmm.
Most tears are salty, but I understand what
Only
you
when
mean.
you lick them.
Remember that shampoo, no tears, but then it went into your eyes and it was so painful.
I remember that, and I was such a stupid. Like, I'm one of those kids who's really
You put it into your eyes.
stupid. Yeah, just to like see if it worked, and it doesn't work. Like, I think I almost blinded myself. That's probably when I started needing glasses. Was after I put no more tears in my eyes. I'm like, I wasn't crying, but my eyes were burning. It was terrible. Such a flagrantly false advertising. Well, Olivia, before you head overseas, have you given any thought to, are you going to take the same attitude in? Like, you're just going to be yourself, have fun? I mean, obviously it's one of the biggest competitions in the world.
I'm just going to go be myself, do the best I can. And I'm just like, I think it's just important that we just be ourselves, have a good time, just remember to have fun, and it's an experience.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best mentality to have.
Because you're going for such a long time as well. You just got to have fun with it, and you just got to.
Some people like to go with a game plan, or they have this persona, and those walls get broken down because it's not them. So that's the best way to be, is just go in, be yourself, and just enjoy it, live in the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
As Paul always says, be nostalgic in the moment. So remember where you are and just soak everything up.
Yeah, and you're going to meet girls from all around the world that you'll probably have in your life for the rest of your life. So just walk in there knowing that this is going to be one of the best experiences of your life, and just live every second. You'll love it.
Yeah,
you'll do amazing.
I think as well. I think 5 weeks is a long time to pretend to be someone that you're not. It is a very long time to be putting up on a front. So I'm just going to go be myself, go with the flow, try my best, and just make Wales proud.
Yeah. You already are doing that.
Well, that sounds like a done deal. So best of luck with the international competition. When are you actually flying off?
I think it will be the 21st of November that I'm flying off. And then I should be back on the 17th of December.
Okay, back in time for Christmas. I was going to say.
Just in time for Christmas. I was like,
me and Danny will be in. We'll be in France at that stage.
We will. We will be in France. We'll be
our final night.
Too.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that means we get to watch Miss World when we're in France.
Oh.
We'll be watching from the slopes.
Yeah, you will. Pizza and wine. Missy World.
Fondue. We'll have a cheese fondue that night.
Yes.
Well, as long as it's not Nando's, you have my seal of approval. So we'll leave it there for tonight. But thank you to Olivia for coming on, and best of luck. And be following your journey with interest. And looks like we might have found you somewhere to stay in Miami. Wasn't expecting that. But there you go. I guess just quick. Oh, anytime. We'd love to have you back, even afterwards when you come back. Danielle, have you got anything coming up in the next week or so? I mean, you've always got something coming up, but you've done the Miss Universe GB and Miss Wales photos now. So
yeah. So I had a little shoot with yours truly here on Sunday morning, and with Emma, of course. So they've now had their pickies completely unedited. So I think I just did you send me your pics, Olivia, or did Emma send me hers?
I think
remember.
Emma sent you hers. I've got mine
Yeah.
through now, but I don't really think much needs to do into them.
No,
I think
they don't.
you get them
You
so
know.
spot on, like they're amazing photos.
Oh,
So I don't think there's
But-
much that needs doing. I'll just be
No,
uploading
I
them.
just
You
like
have
to
to
play
keep
with
your
the
eye
light.
out.
Play with the light, sharpen it a little bit, you know, crop
They
it
really-
sometime, you know. But I'll be editing those photos, and then I need to be organising the Miss Universe GB photos as well, ready to get those out to the girls. So that is kind of me, and then obviously the day job. And this weekend, Friday night, I am driving up to Blackpool.
Ooh.
I
Miss
know.
Teen GB.
Are you going to
So
Pleasure Beach?
exotic. For Miss Teen GB. So
Oh,
that all kicks off.
So,
What are you giggling at?
I just asked
no,
if you were going to
because
theme
you
park.
two know, as much as you feel that I can set you
Pleasure
two off,
Beach.
you two know exactly what can set me off as well. It's terrible. I need trigger warnings. Olivia has no idea what you're talking
No.
about.
Well, the trigger warning was Blackpool. Blackpool's like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, like, I hate Blackpool, not because I've ever been there and hate it, but because it has
No, I
Pleasure
love it.
Beach in it.
no, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Olivia, have you ever
look,
been to
I've
Pleasure
nothing
Beach?
against.
I don't think
I've
I
got
have. I
nothing
don't think I've been
against
to
Pleasure
Blackpool.
Beach. Well, there you go. There you go. Don't. Pleasure Beach could be amazing. It's just the. I'll explain this off air. Anyway, Stephanie has said, Olivia, you'll be amazing. Just be yourself and have fun every day. So he is losing it. And Elizabeth has said, just be as you are incredibly when being yourself. And if you want to follow Olivia, you can see her, where is it? Her Instagram handle after there. That's her first one, miss.olivia.harris, and then also I believe it's miss_Wales_official if you want to follow the Miss Wales page. So, Olivia, one more time, best of luck.
Thank
Tag
you.
us in anything that you want to share, any votes or anything like that. And yeah, there's so much happening in pageant land in the next 2 months. It's going to be absolutely manic. But thank you to everyone for watching. Next week, we're going to be having Giselle Ace on, and that will be our Halloween episode. So
Love Giselle.
Dun, dun, dun.
look forward to that. And we will speak to you next time. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Pageant Sorority Access opens up on Monday, the 1st of November. To get early access, head to thepageantsorority.com and enter your email address. Hope to see you there and see you next time.